something to add to Marina says about the throw the rubbish to the ocean. Nowadays we have 2 islands of rubbish bigger than Uruguay.
My God.
So,
Okay, now I'm going to talk about marine pollution. It is easy to say that oceans are so vast and deep that no matter how much waste or trash humans throw into oceans, at the end of the day it doesn't matter because they are just really huge. But that is not true. However, there's a lot of people that used to believe that, and they have a catchphrase, which goes like, the solution to pollution is dilution, which is a mechanism like that. It helps to clean the water, but of course it is not enough. Pollution is the introduction of harmful contaminants that are outside the norm for a given ecosystem. That is to say, for example, plastic bags, chemicals, or whatever that not only people throw into the ocean, but also, for example, carbon emissions or things like that end up polluting also the oceans. All these contaminants, they are called pollutants, end up in the bottom of the ocean, and animals, like organisms that you have just seen, end up eating them, and that is introduced into the food chain. So somehow they are affecting not only small organisms that you have just seen, but also humans, us. There are many ways to categorize the pollutants, but there are like 3 great groups, which are first of all, the direct discharge of waste into oceans. Perhaps you have heard about this because, for example, just a few years ago, in 2010, there was an oil slip into the Gulf of Mexico that was huge, and the result of that is catastrophic. A lot of animals have died, and we all know what happens after that. The runoff into the waters due to rain. This is even worse now because of the city. Now that the ground can't absorb water, from the rain, that water at some point ends up in the ocean, and also that's the trash that we throw into the streets, or that, that perhaps you don't throw that paper into the street, but somehow that will end in the ocean because they are not well treated. And also pollutants that are released from the atmosphere, as I have just said, for example, carbon emissions or things like that. In a way, we can say that some of these things cannot be solved by us, but that's not true, because in some way, the only way that we have to fight against this is by being conscientious about this. And there's a quote that is very popular and says something like, "There's no lost battles, but those in which you don't fight," and that's true. So, now